Villains or antagonists are usually a very important part of a storyline. If they are done well, they serve as a good challenge for the protagonist to overcome. But today, I'm going to be going over a kind of villain that doesn't usually resort to these kinds of tactics to get their way. And that villain is in Piggy RP film Trust Issues. Now, I think you can already tell which villain I'm basically talking about in this video, so I'm not exactly going to try and beat around the bush about it anymore. So, TIO is a very interesting antagonist. TIO is a previously human turned anomaly who wants to enter this plane of existence. In addition, he has the ability to literally create realms inside of other people's minds, to mess with their minds and trick them, but that in itself isn't the most interesting part. The way he uses it is the most interesting part. But before I get more into that, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on some stuff on the new Piggy RP film. Now, first thing to mention is the animation. The animation just slaps! It goes hard. It is somehow already a massive improvement from the previous one. Although, to be fair, he did take like a year to make this. In addition, the Spider-Verse effects actually complement the animation really well. Anyways, now that side notes are out of the way, let's go back to TIO. Now, I'm going to try and go more into detail about how TIO works as a villain. But the way that I'm going to do that, I'm actually going to compare him to a different villain from another series. And that villain is Narukon the Djinn from LEGO Ninjago. Now, you might be quite confused. How do they have any similarities? They are from completely different series. Well, you see, it's actually quite simple. They both resort to mind games and wordplay until the villain eventually tricks them into making the hero join them or making the hero wish themselves away.
It's by consuming an intellectual's knowledge and giving them what they want. And then, I'm in control.
But it always turns out that these villains always have a persistent hero that always stands in their way and never lets themselves get tricked by the villain. Now, as you can basically tell from the video's title, I basically think that the new Piggy RP film defines these characteristics of TIO absolutely perfectly. So at first, Georgie has his guard up when meeting TIO, until TIO reveals a whole bunch of stuff that surprises Georgie and makes his guard lower a little bit. He also somehow makes Georgie kind of feel bad for taking the teleporter trap in his nightmare. And after that is when TIO starts to try and get Georgie to join him. Georgie at first declines because he mostly has his guard up, but TIO isn't done yet. He says he will give someone in return. That is Zizzy. Now, this lowers Georgie's guard and piques Georgie's interest already, which is quite an interesting callback to a previous Piggy RP film. And because of this revelation, Georgie's guard is lowered a lot, making TIO be able to trick Georgie. And because Georgie's guard was lowered, he doesn't realize that he was tricked until it's too late. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.